Good evening, Power Rangers fans. Whew. It's Package Tuesdays. Package Tuesdays. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you are watching this video. And today we have a brand new package that just came in, and it has something to do with that over there. So rather than me ramble on for like 15 minutes, let's cut this thing open. This is like the bluntest knife ever. Big purple scissors, these always get the job done. Ah, this is beautiful. So well guys, we have none other than Lupin Kaiser. It's just so nice. The box art alone is super nice. Good striker. I find it difficult to buy Super Sentai figures or Megazords or Mecha, whatever you want to call them. I find it really difficult because it's quite hard to get them. Well, it's not hard to buy them in the UK, but they're always extremely overpriced. I was lucky enough to find it on eBay for a really good price. I was just going to pick them up one by one. So obviously if you buy the Versus Changer, if you buy that, you're already going to get one of, depending which, if you're going to go for the Pat Ranger or the Lupin Ranger, depending which one you buy, you're going to get the Red Ranger's kind of Zord, or you're going to get the Pat Ranger Zord. So it's along them lines, but my plan originally was when I bought the Versus Changer, again, got it for a really good price, which is why I own it. So I was going to buy them individually, and normally you can buy the individual Zords for around £20. That is including shipping as well from Japan, which is pretty reasonable, but when you see the individual ones that go on the Versus Changer, they're small, so £20 is actually quite expensive when you could maybe pick up a Red Dragon Zord for around that kind of price mark, and then you're getting these, they're only around this size. Rather than me rambling on, let's open this up. As it's second hand, I don't need to break the seal up here. Why is this so difficult to break into? Oh, there we go. Put it upside down. Which is fine, I mean it's not, oh no, it hasn't put it upside down, me just being an idiot. So there we go, we've got the instructions as well, and with the Versus Changer you actually got one of the cards that work in an arcade machine in Japan. Not that I really care about them, but it's nice to have. Whether you get that with this, I don't know. Because like I say, because it's second hand, it's quite easy for people to not put in all the original documents. But hey, it's something I don't really care about. Oh, the tag's still on this, right, okay. As we went for Lupin Kaiser, we are going to get the Dial Fighters. So let's open Red Dial Fighter. Red! Oh, it's really cool. Ah, right, okay, to lower. This is the thing, when you're a guy, you do not read the instructions, you go straight to just messing about with the figure. And dependent, ah right, so that's cool. It's locked right now, and then if you hear a little click, depending on which, there we go, we have red. And let's open the blue Dial Fighter. Oh, very cool. I would say blue's my least favourite. I don't know why, but it's kind of the same gimmick on this one, which I'm all for it. I love gimmicks, and that is so much fun. I think you can without much. So that's the joint there. You still, oh no. With a little bit of force you can actually just pull it down, which I probably should not be doing, but let's try it again. This is my least favourite, but it still is very cool. And let's go for Dial Fighter Yellow. Yellow's very cool. Yellow. So there they are, there's all three of them. Let's set them like that. They're super cool. Like, I'm so sad that Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger is over. It just brings a tear to my eye that it's all done and dusted. Obviously, Lupin Red is my favourite, which, go figure, probably is a lot of people's favourites. And let's get out Good Striker. And here you go, this is the bronze of it anyway. I'm debating whether we get the instructions out to see how to actually form them into Lupin Kaiser or whether we just wing it. I say we wing it. But Good Striker looks very cool. So you can see by all their joints that, well not joints, sorry, contacts, that because they're all in different positions, they will activate different sounds when you put them on the Versus Changer. Yeah, they just look really good. And that's the thing, when you're buying Super Sentai toys, a lot of care from Bandai Japan is put into accuracy. The details on here, to me, I can't see anything. I mean, you still get the random kind of everything black but with bits cut out and kind of textures, but all in all these are done so much better than Bandai America in my opinion, apart from the Legacy line, but obviously that is for collectors and you know, they're a bigger price range, so you're gonna get more details, more show accuracy. But for Bandai Japan, this is just, it's crazy how good these look. Now I mean, these could essentially be part of what they use in the show. Obviously they don't use toys, they use the prop versions, but I would say that they could potentially just use them in the show and they would still look, they wouldn't look out of place. There we go. This is what makes up Lupin Kaiser. Okay, let's wing it, see if we need any help, and if we do need help, we've got instructions and I read Japanese, so it'll be okay. We are gonna pull this pin out. Sweet. So loud, everyone's in bed. This is like 12:30 at night. A really good striker. Shush. We are, imagine that by switching the dial, it's gonna unlock his. No, it doesn't. Guys, I think this is over before it started. I have no idea how to open him up. Oh, here we go. There we go. We have done the first part. Does he turn around? No, he must go... Nah, he can't go this way. Oh, yeah, he does go this way. Wait, we're getting there, we're getting somewhere anyway. Let's start with yellow. So let's... Wait, and pop yellow on. We're gonna go for left or right. I'd say we're gonna go for left. And let's go for blue. I really do like that gimmick. I think it's really good. Oh, right, okay, and then let's put the wings down. And let's go for Lupin Red. We've got a wee contact here. Oh, right, okay, so we must have to put his wings up like that. He will fit in there. What we'll do is let's turn his head. And there we go. That looks so cool. Hopefully you can see that in this chair, and let's pop you down like that. So yeah, I am so happy with this Megazord. This mecha. We've got some, so you go, you have the Gatling gun there, kind of chainsaw hand there. I am extremely pleased with Lupin Kaiser. Definitely out of the Megazords I now own from the Super Sentai franchise, this is #1 for me. And completely just my favourite in my own opinion. I mean, there's a ton of Megazords and Super Sentai mecha out there that have a lot more features and a lot more kind of gimmicks and features than this. But for looks and I say diversity as well, this is 100% my all-time favourite. I mean, the joints are all really good as well. I would say this is a little bit loose. This is quite loose actually. But everything performs the way it should. The bit I am a little bit disappointed by is whether, I mean, this whole video is just me. This is the first time I've ever had this, so I don't know too much about it just yet. I noticed that no matter what we've done, we've plugged everything into Good Striker. Nothing's changed from when, you know, we've added Dial Fighter Red, Yellow and Blue. And his sound effects haven't changed in any way. So yeah, they're exactly the same. I think he only has 2 as well. Yeah. And then I'll play a little tune. And then you can interrupt it and he'll say something else. It's really cool, but let's take it apart and see how easy that is. Oh, that's difficult. Right. Ranger. I think it does tell me, I can't read Japanese. I don't want to break you. Oh my god, this is a button. Well, how did we do it before? I definitely didn't press that down, but there we go. We have Good Striker back to normal, and we'll pretend that I didn't go to the instructions because who reads them? Yeah, not me. You don't read them either. I know you don't. Now that we have looked at Good Striker and the Dial Fighters, I've not yet done a review or even an unboxing of the Versus Changer, but rather than going into the Versus Changer right now, we'll just open it up and just load these guys in and just see what kind of voices differences we get from the Patch Ranger version to the Lupin version. Now, the Versus Changer. So let's have a look and see what we get when we put Dial Fighter Red on. So I will try and pick up the rest of these, especially Patch Rangers one as well. So I think if I can get their Zord, I wouldn't mind getting a second Good Striker as well, just so I can build both Zords at the same time. You need to go, if you are going to be buying these, try and go a little bit smart, as in I would buy the entire Megazord rather than buying separately, because these will retail around, if you're from the UK anyway, these individually are around 18 to 20 pounds per one. So imagine paying say 20 pounds for this one, another 20. Well, that 40 pound cost me the entire set, including Good Striker. And I mean, Good Striker is a little bit more expensive, around 30 pounds by itself. Definitely go for the entire set, I would say, because that's exactly what I'm going to do for this version too. So I might end up with a second Good Striker and a second one of this one. I forget its name, which is really weird, but I'm glad I've got the entire Lupin Ranger set now for Lupin Kaiser. But you'll know by watching the series that I'm so far from done right now. There is a ton more Zords that I need to get for this, but guys, I think I've bored you enough with talking about this. Thank you so much for tuning in yet again, and this is my first proper toy review, so please let me know how you think I've done. Do you want any more of these? Because I will be buying a lot more Super Sentai gear in the near future. Also, in the middle of growing my Instagram, so if you can take a look, name down here, especially with toy photography, that is where the social platform I'm taking it to anyway. That is exactly what I'm using it for. It's Kaito Ranger, it's Power Ranger based, but there will be toys from other series, so if you're into toy photography, hit me up there. Leave me a message, comment what you like, what you don't like. I'll want to hear it all. But there we go, for Lupin Kaiser, he gets a 10 out of 10 for me, and that is generous. Things shouldn't get a 10 out of 10, they should always be able to work on things, but because it's Lupin Ranger, I'm a little bit biased and I'm gonna give it the best score possible, so yeah. Thank you so much, take care guys, see you in the next one.